streaming. Check it out now. Chance the motherfucking Rapper. Now, if you guys don't know, man, Chance the Rapper is an independent artist, which some people still have questions about that. Some people say, nah, this motherfucker ain't independent. You know why they say that? Because he's in bed, pause, with Apple Music. I mean, Apple Music has him signed to some type of deal, and people don't know if it's a record deal or just an endorsement deal. Regardless, they're saying because Apple Music has so much invested in him, it's kind of just like a record label, which means Apple Music is serving just like Def Jam, Epic Records, or any one of the other record labels you might know. So he's not independent. However, from what we all know, I guess Apple Music is just using him as an endorsement type of thing or a type of like exclusive type of situation, but it's not a record deal. So quote unquote, I guess he's still independent. Regardless, he just won a bunch of Grammys and he's thinking about dropping his next project. Now, he just did an interview. It was a very dope interview. I watched it. He talked about putting out his next project for sale. And he's talking about putting it out for sale as opposed to just leaving it for free or quote unquote for free, because ain't nothing for free. Okay, I gotta teach people this. Not because you have Apple Music a title doesn't mean music is free. You don't own it, you could only listen to it. So it's not free and you still pay for it, all right? However, basically, Chance the Rapper is saying that he wants to put it out for sale as opposed to just streaming because he doesn't feel like 1,500 streams equal to one album sales is fair, right? Now, this is what he said. I'm going to read the quote in full. He says, I might actually sell this album. That's like a big step in itself. I kind of hate the fact that I can't chart. Really, I can't chart. But the way they have streaming set up is weak as fuck. It's unfair. 1,500 streams is equivalent to one album sale, and that's just unfair. Nobody listens to their songs 1,500 times when they buy it. Fuck out of here. So it makes it hard. I can't really compete with other people. Not that the charts matter at all, but come on. Now, I got to stop Chance the Rapper, and even though I like him, I got to correct him on a whole bunch of stuff. The reason why they have it at 1,500 listens equal to one album sale is because, motherfucker, your album costs $10 to buy, right? And they could listen to it once or a million times, and Apple Music per month costs $10 again, right? Which means you get a wide variety of catalog, and you only spend $10. So the $10 they spent on your album could actually be purchasing the rights or the license to listen to unlimited music by anybody, right? Here's a distinction. When you have Apple Music or Tidal, you don't own the music. When you buy somebody's songs, you own that copy of the music, all right? Now, here's the reason why it has to stay at 1,500 or perhaps even go up a little bit higher, even though I think 1,500 is the right amount, right? If we only equate streaming to sales, right, we would see people like Drake. If you guys don't know, Drake is still doing 90% streaming and still doing over 25,000 every fucking week. You would see the popular artists consistently dominate the charts. You would never see new artists because they win in streaming every fucking week. Okay, so they can't compete. So it can't just be motherfucker who's streaming the most or whose album is being streamed the most. Secondly, here's the thing, and this might be the naive mentality of Chance the Rapper, even though I think he's a very smart individual. And of course, if he got this much success being quote unquote independent, he has to know this. The reason why it's at 1,500 is actually a mathematical calculation that they have tried to figure out. And this is the most important thing out of everything I've said. They've tried to figure out how can we get the amount of dollars that someone would actually spend, right, for a album, right, $10, equal to the amount of dollars that could come from streaming, and how many listens would that take? They're saying it's 1,500, okay? It's the same thing with ads, right? How many times or how many people has to see this page before we can make $1 or $10? They said it's 1,500. I don't think it's that bad. If they lowered it from 1,500 to 750 or say 300, basically, when y'all see the new metrics or the converted metrics that, oh, you had 300,000 streams now translated into sales, you would be getting almost 5 times less the amount of money, okay? So the reason why it's at 1,500 is to make sure that one sale still gets you the same amount of money, right, as one purchase, right? If you reduce the streams, you then don't balance that equation no more. So it's pretty simple. They just want y'all complaining ass artists to get the same amount of money, right? They could make y'all feel good by inflating the numbers, make it look like you selling all type of wild shit. However, the money won't look good. This is a money play, people. By the way, we already saw record labels. They are complaining. They're complaining about streaming in the sense that even with 1,500 streams, they're getting less money than if somebody just bought the project outright. they're not getting $10 off every 1,500 streams. They're actually getting less than that. That's why we saw Taylor Swift and other people, they were complaining at Apple Music saying they're getting pennies. So again, the 1,500 is fair, very fair. All right? And the reason why it's fair is that, number one, popular artists dominate streaming. You're going to see what happens when More Life comes out. Number two, it is an equation that the $10 you charge for someone to purchase it outright is the $10 you get from the streaming services approximately when they count 1,500 streams. That's how they do the payouts. Okay? And I think that's a very important point for Chance the Rapper to know, and I do believe he knows this, okay? But I think, of course, he's probably speaking from emotion as an artist as opposed to a businessman. Okay, I'm giving you a little bit of in-depth knowledge about it. I hope you guys understand. If you don't, please listen to the video again. I'm sorry if I went a little bit fast. Thank you guys for fucking with me. And also, this is one of the more informative videos, but make sure you hit the like button. Leave a comment. Let me know how you liked it. Again, we have to be very in tune with the business of music if you really like hip-hop or you want to become a musician. Now, you did say some other stuff in the interview, which I will cover as well in another video. Again, comment, what you guys like. It's your boy, Akademiks. I'm out.